Oh, hello. Let's all welcome the three students. Genius Superior Sammy. Honest is an average student. Gather the adult student. I put my name in order not to offend anyone. Today we compare the three young men to see what distinguishes the superior among them. A nice video I present to you, so let's start it together. Here is Sammy the superior. Here's the good forget. Here's the lazy Brook. The first thing we talk about is how they study the three every day. We start with Sammy. Tell Sammy what he will want to study today. He defines his tasks precisely. If I take a 10th with him, he will give his full energy and not sleep until he finishes his duties. We see that he prefers achievement over time, which is very cool. As for our friend Honest, he sets 5 hours to study every day. And sometimes, often, he sits and wanders while he is at the table for 5 hours, and in his opinion, he has done what he had to, regardless of what he accomplished. He has been sitting for 5 hours and his affairs are complete. We see here that he preferred time to achievement. As for our beloved Gator, it does not specify a time or tasks. He lives hour by hour. Difference between the three young men. Very good. Now, let's compare in terms of repeating the lessons. Sammy is a conscious person who is aware of his life. At the end of each week, Sammy repeats the week's lessons. And when time is not enough, time is tight. Returns only the important things. He never misses his chance. As for our friend Honest, he only repeats lessons before exams. Here, he achieves 70% of his total studies only. As for Gator Alamir, it will never be repeated. In his opinion, the first study is sufficient and he will answer everything in the examination, as he studied it long ago. We now come to compare the methods of study. Sammy learns study methods from the internet and applies them. These methods were never made in vain. One of these methods is memory shortening, the Pomodoro technique, and many others that we have explained on this channel. The methods shorten time and effort and must be tried. Lance does not like to try new methods. He sits down and writes lessons. It is true that fingerprinting may bring results sometimes, but you will waste a lot of time in this way. As for Gator, he thinks that the methods are an illusion. So you see him swearing, cutting the roll of a curtain, as if he was a guest on the study. Nice comparison so far. We will complete the study mentality. Sammy is an optimist. Sammy believes that this year is the achievement and the achievement of the goal. There is no room for failure. Why would he think so? Because he walks according to a plan that sets the methods and implements it immediately, so he walks according to a law that says, is the reward for charity anything but charity? As for Honest, he differs a little and says to himself, I am not sure of my success. I may have made a mistake, and he may have been injured. I do not know. Gator is forced to study, which he sees as a burden and a restriction on him. And you see him discussing financial freedom and practical freedom. I never tell you that is wrong. But the study considered it as a safety valve. A side trump card to use when needed. In times of adversity, I certainly knew what I meant. Another comparison we make about the past. Sammy says the past is gone. This year is my year. It failed before, but it doesn't matter to me. I am now on a new mind with a new breath and a new journey, God willing. Honest says I failed previously now. I'm not like them. I am an average person and my past years prove it to you. And Gator says that he who failed previously will fail later. The superior is superior from birth. A huge difference is not realized between the three parties. Between the three brains, absolutely imaginary comparison. These are real things. People around us. This is how they act and how they think, and these are their results before you. And the most important and the biggest and the most dangerous of that. You are the one who decides your type, degree, and condition. You are who you are. You who choose. Am I Sammy or me? All options are in your hands. Honestly, you may see a simple and fleeting video, but it is much deeper than you think. It is a drawing of people's lives and people's lives. God gave us reason, so let us think and choose the right one. Now tell your real awareness. Who will you be after today?